We have perused countless quests, animations, followers, outfits, and unique weapon mods to bring you the 10 best mods of 2023.
So, stop scrolling and enjoy. And stay tuned throughout if you don't want to miss any of the honorable mentions.
Rather than addressing any individual animation by Stux Jr., I'll showcase all of them. These new creature animations bring new life to their users. In most cases, the creatures will be much faster and possessed of a wider range of attacks, making them exponentially more dangerous. My personal favorites are the giant and farmer animations. Giants will now have a tendency of drop-kicking you into the next dimension, which is a sensible strategy when you weigh a literal ton and can effortlessly squash an opponent. They will also thrash more wildly than before, because again, what need do they have for accuracy? The farmer, on the other hand, are skulking poisoners. Their new animations are much more vicious and underhanded to suit that style of thought. Mano a mano, you are unlikely to see these animations in action, as many of the attacks are contingent upon the enemy having some kind of advantage. In other words, you are going to see them most frequently when you least desire to.
Outside of you sick?
Yes.
It's noticeable. Poor guy. Clean up the physics outfit by Smooth. One's going to be number 9 on this list, but we couldn't get any of our physics outfits tangled. Thus, I recorded lots of footage for this very popular outfit instead. The Wild Witch outfit by Creased and W. Skeever is an adorable physics-enabled clothing mod featuring 2 witchy outfits compatible with both male and female characters. You can acquire the outfit by crafting it in the forge, or if you would prefer to find it more naturally, you can download the quest mod Baba Yaga and the Labyrinth. We don't have footage of it, but given that it is made by the same 2 talented authors, you can assume it's good. Let us know if you've tried it. Despite being kicked off the list, I highly recommend it Clean Up the Physics outfit by Smooth, in conjunction with the Witch outfit. It is linked in the honorable mention section. Many new texture mods have been released for Skyrim this year, none so more deserving than El Sopa's Shields Redone, Part 1, which, as you may have guessed, remeshes and retextures many of Skyrim's more popular shields. They now look unbelievable, so much so that Outside went full-blooded cowboy when he first reviewed these.
Oh yeah, I almost cheered when I saw this one.
Where's Stetson?
I've seen this, yes. Now, many shields, those of the more popular variety, El Sopa's sort of brushed over, giving them slightly improved medals, whereas the ones that you're seeing on screen have been radically overhauled from their originally unpopular appearances. That is why this mod, which turned nothing at all into something memorable, made them into our top 10.
The Alona armor by Ashtoreth may not be the flashiest armor out there, but it is both stylish and practical, a combination which we cannot resist as hardcore players. The outfit is craftable and comes in 4 parts: the top, boots, gauntlets, and skirt, meaning the skirt is in fact removable should you not want it. But of course you do. It's gothic, physics enabled, and immune to entanglement, for the most part. I am pretty sure that it's strictly for female characters though. Can't do too much better than this, but we'll try. I debated for a long time about what might be the most badass armor released in 2023. That ends with the infantry armor by Fourth Unknown.
It makes you look like a hobo.
Maybe an incredibly badass hobo. This armor comes in light and heavy versions, both of which are impeccably epic and somehow unique. So, whether you are just getting started and only have a handful of scraps to make an armor from, or are a veteran dragon slayer, you can wear an armor of epic proportions. It is also compatible with both male and female characters, and can be patched for SNP physics. Also, it can be acquired by either finding it in the world or by crafting, and can be upgraded from light to heavy to save on materials. Best yet is the weapon that it comes with. The infantry saber is an impeccably well-modeled weapon with several impressive historically accurate attributes, like the crossguard.
Ish the bomb. We're now in the top 5, all of which are comparable to one another. We begin with easily the best companion mod of 2023, though there were some ethic contenders. The immense talent behind Katana, Tale of Shadows, is more than I bargained for. Anna Garcia and co-creator Cappy Kell, along with their team, voiced the quest up to the highest level. There are over 5,100 human voice lines across numerous minor quests, which collectively form the short main quest line. For that reason, it is a little difficult to say how long exactly the storyline will take. It could spread out over the course of days or be knocked out in an hour, depending on how avid you are about completing it. But this is a companion mod, so I don't recommend rushing it. You actually receive 2 companions from this, Katana and Megara, both of whom are just a little bit overpowered. Maybe it's just me, but having a teleporting rogue with an affinity for invisibility and a healer with decent combat skills is a bit much. You can find Katana in the Winking Skeever, and Megara will join you at the questline's conclusion. I only had one issue with the mod, and it is a minor complaint. Many of the interactions are set in taverns, which are noisy and resulted in more than one interruption. Apart from that, though, it is amazing. So close to 10 of 10. Will anyone ever reach it? No one knows. I mean, probably.
So my intuition is correct. Unsurprising.
I nearly forgot again. Here, coin for your trouble.
Wow.
Siren Root, Deluge of Deceit by Everglade takes a cinematic direction, focusing on interactions between the player, NPCs, and the environment, as opposed to legions of tireless enemies. Described as a large puzzle dungeon focused on verticality, platforming, diving, and water control, this ambitious spelunking simulator is reminiscent of games like the Talos Principle. Without removing itself from the Elder Scrolls lore, Siren Root manages to feel more like an independent game than a mod. The talented vocal cast bring your fellow divers to a level of realism rarely witnessed in even the best AA and many AAA titles. Each interaction is important, and your decisions will have tangible consequences. Climbing is an important aspect of this quest and looks its best with EVG animated traversal installed. With EVG, you will get the ever-satisfying third-person climbing animation seen here, rather than the included first-person animations. What impressed me most was Siren Root's haunting original soundtrack, which amplified the hopeless atmosphere 100-fold. There's a link in the description if you would like to listen to the soundtrack here on YouTube. This is debatably the best short quest for Skyrim I've played, with a runtime between 2 and 5 hours depending on your skills and preparedness. For me, it took me nearly 3 hours, but I dawdled quite a lot and began at level 1. That said, I'm also always with puzzles.
Look at this plaque here. Keywords: Marla, Aral, Laralai, Nen, Magicka.
Right. Of course you are.
I tried to take some of those skeletons down. A bad decision.
Traversing Skyrim can often be tedious. Sako's Sky Climb fixes that by allowing you to climb over and onto almost anything in the game, within reason, of course. With this enabled, you need only look for the glowing indicator to know where to climb. It is now effortless to climb onto buildings, vault over fences, and crawl up mountains. The only problems I encountered were minor. For instance, the crosshairs never fully disappear even with True HUD or Immersive HUD enabled. Instead, the crosshair blinks constantly because the mod is always trying to identify a place to climb. And sometimes the camera wigs out when climbing over obstacles. I was able to remedy both problems by switching to a dot crosshair, which is non-intrusive, and using no furniture camera, which unlocks the camera so it won't wig out. Easy peasy. Photo mode is one of the most awaited tools for Skyrim. In the past, taking the high-quality screenshots was a massive pain that required console commands galore. This plugin brings all those commands into an intuitive menu wherein you may freeze time, change the time of day, time scale, rotate camera, run poses, maneuver your character at will, and so much more. It brings a massive amount of creative control to the game, beyond what you would expect from most AAA titles, in fact. I use this every day and would hate to be without it. Blade Staff of Skyrim is a stellar concept all on its own, but when combined with the Dragon Age Staff moveset for MCO, it becomes breathtaking. This pair of mods by Shepio brings new Spear Staff style combat to the game, and as if that wasn't badass enough, you can use them to cast spells. Every level of elemental spell is available, including conjuration spells, if you can figure out the combo, which I couldn't.
I've seen you use it.
No, I just accidentally summoned up Flame Atronach while experimenting, but it was still awesome.
It's 3 normal attacks, then a power attack to conjure.
Sick. The staves can be used with or without magic and can perform 4 or 5 unique combos. Some are basic, chaining 1 normal and 1 power attack, while others are more complex, chaining numerous normal and power attacks to create inescapable assaults easily capable of eradicating 10 or 20 opponents at a time. The staves are craftable, as are the orbs needed to use them. I know what I said. Get past it. Once you've equipped one of the 4 items and the staff, the animations will play. If you do not equip them, you'll see only their normal 2-handed weapon animations and won't be able to use their magic. If you don't wish to use the magic but want the animations, equip the Fade Orb without any of the others active. Side note, this mod is third-person only. You might be able to use it with improved first-person camera, but we haven't tested it. Now for a couple of honorable mentions. Obichny has been absolutely crushing it with his outfit mods lately. The best of which is probably the rogue outfit. It has a sexy punk leather assassin look and a custom Nazgul hood, which is incredibly awesome.
Another great contender is Goen Puja's Elf Ears, which my character preset uses. It is indisputably the highest quality elf ear replacer available.
And for those of you wondering about the outfit Outside's character is wearing, that is the Witchslayer outfit and weapon set by the immensely talented Fafnir B, combined with the gauntlets, boots, and collar from Smith of the Evermore's Griffin Knight armor. If you want to see more great armors, a sick weapon, and an impressive follower mod, check out the video linked above. Thank you for watching the full video if you did. If you would like to support our content, click the like button. And if you want more mod videos, the easiest way to get them is with a subscription. Love you guys. See you soon.